Yo, everybody. Hey, welcome to this latest episode of Movies Merica. Spoiler warning. My movie maniacs. Yes, there they are. And my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. Welcome on in, all right? So, and hey, just wanted to remind you guys before I get anywhere into this that we got the live chat available for your chatting pleasure, okay? So get in there. And don't be shy, okay? Get in there and, let me hear from you. And if you chat in YouTube, I can put your chat up on the screen just to give you a heads up on that. Now, if you're cool and you're on Rumble and, you go to the cool place to watch this here, then, yeah, you've got the Rumble chat available to you as well. And I'm going to be going through the movie for tonight. And as I'm sure you saw on Ian's fantastic thumbnail here with all my crazy faces on all the Super Mario characters, tonight's movie of choice that I will be spoiling royally will be the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yep, absolutely. So, and also let me know if you can hear me okay. I've got my microphone adjusted right here, and I'm trying not to get too close to it, like the Dalai Lama getting uncomfortably close to a kid while drinking a couple of Bud Lights. Just want to make sure that y'all can hear me, okay? So again, let's let's get right into it here, and let's get this intro going here because I don't want to deprive you of that, and I will be right back after this intro.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
That be me, everybody. That be me. All right. So again, hey, let me know if you can hear me okay. I hate to keep belaboring that point or if I'm too loud or whatever. So, okay. So, hey, again, we're going to get into the Super Mario Brothers movie. And, let's just get right into it. Okay. Hey, why waste time? Okay. Now, I would doubt whether or not you've seen this movie, but according to all the box office grosses, pretty much you and your grandma and your third cousin have seen the Super Mario Brothers movie. I mean, it's raking in some hellacious dough at the box office. Okay. I mean, they're swimming in loot, and Illumination and Universal seem to be the top of the heap, the king of the mountain of animation. They have taken over Disney. Okay. Now remember, Disney, when I was growing up, Disney was like the pinnacle of animation and it just of family entertainment overall. Look, I mean, it couldn't be touched. It was the juggernaut. It was the Bowser of the animation community, and it's not even there anymore. It's pretty much committed suicide, so to speak. It's killed itself through being woke and trying to pander to the vast minority, like the 3%, if it's even that, and blowing off all us sane, regular people. And, what is it? What's the saying? Nature abhors a vacuum. And in comes Illumination and Universal with the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yes. And you know what? Apparently people were craving non-woke movies. They didn't want to see Lightyear. They didn't want to see Strange Worlds last year. They just want a movie where it just entertains your kids. And if you're an adult, you want a movie that you can just take your kids to and enjoy it as at least an electronic babysitter. And then if they wrote the movie to be enjoyable for adults, that's just a cherry on top of the sundae right there. Absolutely. I mean, it's you win either way. But so I'm going to go through the plot of the movie, and that just gives you a chance to just give me a live chat comment whenever you want. Feel free to cut in at any time. And because, I mean, like I always say, I'm not here to talk to myself, right? I mean, I do some pretty weird things, but that's one thing I don't do. So I try not to. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys. And I got to Professor Savage Dad in the live chat on the browser side, on the Rumble side, and he's stepping up to the plate. So I want to see, the other movie maniacs join him in the chat. Okay, so because they need to bring it. I want to see some questions. I want to see some comments in here. I want to see some dissent, because when you do a movie review, obviously you're giving your opinion, and not everyone's going to agree with my opinion, so I don't expect them to. I mean, that'd be boring, right? If every take I had, everyone was like, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, you're a genius. Oh, absolutely. If you didn't say it, I would have said it. Oh, yeah, that's dull. That's boring. I want some variety, right? I want some spice. So that being said, enough yammering and yapping and all that. Let's get right into the synopsis of the movie. And again, it's not above me. I could miss some parts of the movie. But so from what I remember, we go into the movie and it's Bowser, and he is invading a castle full of penguins, I believe. And they don't stand much of a chance against, Big Bowser and his Koopas. And you got a big battleground, just climax or warfare going on, and it's looking pretty ugly. And then so that all goes down, and basically it's like that preview, because they had like an extended they did a preview, and this was the scene that they showed where Bowser is attacking them, and then they're throwing snowballs at him, and of course it's hilarious because it has no effect on Bowser whatsoever. He's like, "Is that the best you got? What?" I mean, it has no effect on him whatsoever. And then so that all goes down, and then I believe they cut to Super Mario and Luigi, and they are in Brooklyn, and they're trying to do some plumbing, trying to do their job for this family where their dog is basically fucking with them in the bathroom, and just disturbing and just getting in the way of their plumbing excellence. And it's a hilarious scene. It's pretty funny. It goes pretty badly for him. And so let me check here. We got let's I know personally see how it's the same penguins that used to throw off the edge in Super Mario 64. Hey, potentially, yeah, absolutely. I personally, there we go. Okay. It's too bad there's no edit for the live chat. Am I right there, Ian? Yeah, it's you always got to go to the asterisk right there. I don't know how many times I've fat fingered my live chats right there, but very well could be. So I mean, all these Super Mario characters are interconnected. You've got your Yoshis and your Koopas and all that. So your Toads all intertwined. Yep. And so you have that hilarious scene with Mario and Luigi trying to fix the plumbing in the bathroom, and then you got the dog hanging down at the window, and the family's like, look, they're totally oblivious, like their dog is hanging out the window. And so then that doesn't go too well because obviously the customers are ticked off because the plumbing went terribly, right? They totally hosed it up, and then you go to Mario and Luigi's family's place, and they're all sitting down for dinner. And Mario's dad shows just how much he's supporting of Super Mario's plumbing business. It's just, he gives him the business, and hey, Super Mario, what are you thinking? What are you doing, right, son? It's you're wasting your life, and you're dragging Luigi down with you. It's like, wow, thanks, Dad, for that vote of confidence right there. You're really inspiring. And then Till Death Podcast, Andrew Schulz as Waluigi. Yeah, could be. Yeah. We got fan casting that needs to happen. Danny DeVito as Wario and Glenn Howerton as Waluigi, and then Andrew Schulz as Waluigi. Yep. Yeah, I can't wait till they show up. I mean, there's like just all kinds of characters that they haven't even touched on. That sounded kind of dirty. All right, let me rephrase. That they haven't had in the movies yet. But I mean, I'm assuming, you can be assured there's going to be probably about 17 sequels to this, and then they're starting a whole Nintendo cinematic universe. And hopefully it doesn't go the way of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Remember the Marvel Cinematic Universe? It started out hot, right? It was entertaining. Everyone knew it was, just scrambling to the theaters, driving, 80 miles an hour through school zones to get to the theater to go check out Iron Man 2 and Captain America, Winter Soldier. And then then Marvel Cinematic Universe is what it is now. So when the Nintendo Cinematic Universe gets going, hopefully it stays good, right? It doesn't. It's not good for a few years, and then it goes into the toilet thanks to the wokeation. That's not even a word. I don't know why I use that. Yeah. So then back to the Luigi and Mario's house, and so Mario's just like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm getting away from the dinner table. I'm going to my room, whatever, And he goes to his room and checking out the news report. Luigi, I think, walks in there and it'll kind of console him. And so then they see the news report of like the big water main bust right in Brooklyn, and that's when Mario's like, "Whoa, man, this is an opportunity, to go out there and we can, show just how great we are plumbing. We can strut our stuff and we can." Get our business, just skyrocketing in success and whatnot. And so they head on down to the water main break, and they get down there, and they're going to try to take care of business here. So, and what do we got here? Again, like I said, I'm going to be checking live chats here, so I will get used to this. I'm going to be describing the movie, and then I'm going to check out the live chats because I hate keeping people waiting. There we go. Say that 10 times fast. Hate keeping people waiting. Right there. I need to get fucked on Honix. And we got Professor agreeing with me. Yeah, so I'm glad I read your chat. Yeah, there we go, Professor. Yeah, you're a smart guy, I'll tell you. And so appreciate that. So then they go about their business, trying to plumb and trying to save the city from this water main break, and they go underground and into the tunnels, and they discover this big, this cavernous, underground room with all the piping and all whatnot, catwalks, all that stuff down there. He's like, what? So Mario, of course, as you remember, is man, I've never seen this. What is this? What is this place? Wow, this is like, this doesn't look like it's been touched in years. Like, whoa. And then before you know it, Mario's looking around for Luigi, like, hey, Luigi, where you at, man? Where you at? And you just see Luigi's tool belt, and Mario goes looking for him. And then next thing you know, whoosh, Mario is sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom, and they're flying through the air, en route to the Mushroom Kingdom. And then he sees Luigi screaming, obviously, because he's like, what the hell? What the fuck's going on? And so then Luigi and Mario, they get separated. Luigi, unintentionally takes an off ramp, to the Dark Lands, I believe. And Mario ends up with a better deal, and he ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom. And top 5 MCU movies go, says or asks Professor Savage commands. Professor Savage commands here. So, you know what? I'm going to go with, so I got the Captain America Winter Soldier is, well, here, let me go with number 5. Okay, so let's go. I'd say Avengers Infinity War, number 5. Let's go with, I'd say Captain America Civil War, number 4. And say Avengers, the first Avengers, number 3. I'm going to go with Avengers Endgame, number 2. And then this may just shock and make everyone's jaws drop to the floor. But Captain America, the Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie right there. And it's weird because when I watch those now, it's just seems like a completely different world watching those movies. It seems like, are these movies like, are these Marvel movies? Because the Marvel movies that I know now are complete shit. And you watch Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and it's got this hard edge to it. It's got uh, this kind of grittiness to it. At least for a Marvel movie. And it's just from a whole different universe to me. And I mean, because even like when I'll see clips from those movies, so anything from like 2019 and before, I'll see like just a 5-minute clip of that, and I'm like, wow, I need to watch that movie again. That's pretty good. That 15-minute clip is better than the 2.5 hours of that shit show called Eternals. Okay, and so now I'm psyching myself up to watch all the old Marvel or all the MCU movies again. So let's see. We've got some other top 5 MCU movies list over here. So we've got Ian here who's got number 1, Endgame. Number 2, Infinity War. Number 3, Winter Soldier. Number 4, Civil War. And 5, Iron Man 1. Yeah, Iron Man 1. That just barely missed my top 5. I mean, kind of pretty much also just because it started the whole thing off, right? It's the granddaddy of it's the OG. 2008 when that came out, in what, May or June of 2008. Like, little did we know what was coming, right? I mean, and when I heard about Robert Downey Jr.'s hiring, as Tony Stark, Iron Man, I didn't know what to think. Like, whoa, this guy that got caught, sleeping in some kid's bed, because he got hammered, drunk, and drugged out of his mind, and stumbled into somebody's house, and they caught him sleeping in some kid's bed, like, years back and whatnot. Like, okay, so he's going to go from that to having a career resurgence, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., obviously once an addict, always an addict, hopefully he doesn't regress. But he seems to have his shit together. And all that to say that, I was shocked that he was named Tony Stark in Iron Man, and Iron Man 1. Yeah, it just missed my top 5 just because, it's the OG. And it showed us, I think it showed us like a whole totally different way a superhero movie could be. Because it was hilarious, and it wasn't so stiff and by the numbers, and obviously Robert Downey Jr. was just lights out as Tony Stark. I mean, but it's awesome. What do we got here? Let's see if we got any other lists. And yeah, exactly. I agree. The Russo brothers are amazing with the MCU because I think they give a shit. They care. I mean, they watch these kind of movies when they're when they were growing up, and they're like, hey, what would I like? And I think they like what we would like, and they show it. So what do we got? Trevor here. It's a me, Luigi. Yes, hey, welcome Trevor. So yeah, and it's give me a chance to demonstrate my terrible Mario impression there. What do we got? Professor with his top 5. Okay, so starting from number 5, we got Infinity War. Number 4, Civil War. Number 3, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Yeah, Spider-Man. Spider-Man movies that couldn't fit in my top 5, but they're almost right there. Number 2, Winter Soldier, and 1, Iron Man. So yeah, I'm seeing a pattern. Iron Man 1, number 1 in everyone's hearts. So yeah, except for mine, but apparently, and right, Professor. They definitely cared. They did Captain America. Yeah, well, absolutely they did. So all right, get a little parched here. This is a home of brews here, so I got to drink one. Oh yeah. That was a holy beer. Absolutely. All right. So, all right. What do we got here? Let's see. Murph from Myrtle. What's Mario's superpower? I guess courage, tenacity. If you could call those superpowers.
It's me, Mario.
Now that's a good impression. There you go. That's so that just makes mine sound even worse. And got Trevor, yeah, you forgot about Rumble, but now you're over in Rumble there. That's where it's at. Absolutely. So, all right. So we back to the Super Mario Brothers movie. So we've got Mario. He's in the Mushroom Kingdom, and old Luigi. He's stuck in Detroit. I'm sorry, the Darklands. Where he's in mortal danger. But Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom. And I should mention before I go any further, they established that Mario hates mushrooms. Okay. So yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that, because that's kind of plays into later on in the movie. And so he's he's like, of course, Mario's at the Mushroom Kingdom. He's looking around like, what the hell? Like, where the hell am I? Like, what was in that weed I was smoking? What the hell? And then all of a sudden, I think Toad pops out, because he's he's like, don't touch that, so making a good first impression for Mario there in the Mushroom Kingdom there. So what do we got here? Pluming, Murph from Myrtle, yeah. Hey, thanks for getting in the live chat, and we'd like to hear from you as well. And what's up, Murph? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, you know what? Absolutely. We need more new blood. I mean, not that I don't appreciate the people that have been loyal and have been here already and have hit the ground running and have blazed the trail, but we need some new folks here. And you know what? Even if you even don't want to talk a whole lot in the live chat, at least get in there and like give a thumbs up emoji in there, or just say hi real quick. No one's expecting to be chatty Cathy in the live chat, but yeah, just let us know. Let us know you're alive, man. Let us know you're okay. Okay. I mean, is that too much to ask? All right. I'm going to stop doing that right now. All right.
Sorry for yelling, but I'm serious.
And I think I've smoked myself retarded too. So
You have smoked yourself retarded.
there you go. That guy's on the ball. And yeah, these voiceovers are spot on. Yep. I'm gonna assume that you're talking about me there, because I'm gonna feed my ego that way. Yep, absolutely. And so we've got Mario, and he just met Toad, and Toad's gonna be his tour guide in the Mushroom Kingdom. And so they start trekking towards the castle in Mushroom Kingdom, because Toad is like, hey, we need to go see Princess Peach. She'll know what to do. Show up, you find your brother. And they trek over there to the castle. And that's when we start seeing, some familiar characters. We just see more Toads. And I think I spotted a Yoshi there in the town, right? Before they got to the castle. And I'm sure probably someone's going to yell at me like, that town has a name. And I should say right now, I am not the biggest Super Mario expert. Okay. I guarantee you probably most people in here probably played more Super Mario than I did, okay? Because I played the first Super Mario on the very first Nintendo system. Yeah, I had Duck Hunt and all that there with it, and then had Super Mario. I played Donkey Kong actually more than I played Super Mario, but that's when I played Donkey Kong actually in the arcade, on the arcade Donkey Kong game. And that's where I first saw Super Mario. And then a couple years later, a few years later, then they came out with Super Mario Brothers. Like, whoa, hey, Super Mario's got his own game now. Hey, what do you know? So I played Super Mario, and then I did Super Mario 3. It's like, don't worry, we will yell at you when you're wrong. Yes, I would expect nothing less. Let me have it. And so Super Mario 3 is actually the Super Mario game that I played the most. And then after that, like, I didn't play video games for years after that. I didn't play, it was a Super Mario Galaxy. Is that one of them? Super Mario World, Mario Kart. I don't think I've played one game of Mario Kart. And I'm sure everyone was like, what? Sacrilege? What? You've never, what? Yep, that's me. I'm that guy. So I will be screwing up some names, and I will be saying some shit. We're like, hey, you know what, man? That town's got a name. That thing's got a name. Like, geez, what a noob. So let me check some chats here so to get myself out of here. We got we got Professor Savage Dad, he's always on some balls. Hey, welcome, Will, to the Rumble chat. All right. I saw a picture of a client from Halloween with her husband, and I thought they were Mario and Luigi, but they said, nope, we were Cheech and Chong. Oops, my bad. All right. Yeah. Cheech and Chong. Yes. That sounds nothing like them. I'm going to stop doing that right now. And all right. And then Will's like, I thought they were. And then beer drinking trip. I played with a mushroom in my pants the most. Well, you know what? But hey, don't go blind, man. Don't do it. All right. So, and don't chafe. And oh, wait. Hey, yeah, exactly. Wait, you didn't lose friendships over Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros? I did not. I didn't lose friends for those very mature adult reasons. Yeah. So, but I guess I'm probably not really a man because I didn't go through that rite of passage. I hate you. You are not my friend anymore. So where are we? How do I transition from that? Right. Transition. So they go to.
Here we go.
To the castle we go. All right. Yes. We're going to go up some elevators. And we're going to see the princess. Now, this is when we start realizing that, Super Mario, apparently he's not in too good a shape. Okay. Because apparently he hasn't been doing his Pilates because he's getting winded and Toad is kicking in. Okay. He's working out. He's got plenty of energy to get up the elevators and go through the tunnels and get to the castle without breaking a sweat. He's, Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, back in her prime, its prime, whatever. But Super Mario's like, oh God, I can't make it. And but all that to say, they finally get to the castle. And now here's where I guess there's some kind of Easter egg here where they get there and the guards are guarding the castle, and the guards are like, "There's no princess here. You've got the wrong castle." And I believe that's a Easter egg where actually in the actual game you get to a level where you get to the castle and they say, "Sorry, this is the wrong castle. Or you've reached the wrong castle," or something like that. And I think it's kind of a shout out to that. But eventually Toad, distracts the two guards, and Super Mario gets into the castle, ends up hooking up. I shouldn't say hooking up with Princess Peach. They meet up, okay, and they meets up with Princess Peach, meets Princess Peach, and I can't ignore this one. You drink a Bud Light to start transitioning from Professor Savage Dad. Yeah. So yeah, tranny fluid right there. So. I mean transmission fluid there, YouTube. Yeah, that's so being a good boy over here. smacking me down with some Law and Order. All right. So Princess Peach gets the lowdown from Super Mario as far as what's going on. He tells Princess Peach, "Hey, you know what? I lost my brother. Some people lose their keys. Some people lose their virginity. Some people lose their religion. If you're REM, he lost his brother, and he needs a little help." And so Princess Peach is kind of a dick here because, instead of her going, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'll tag along. I've got to go. I got to go see the Kongs to get their army because we've got this real tool named Bowser. He's starting to invade us. So yeah, come on along there, Mario." Now, I'm guessing maybe they had to add this part in where she's like, "Okay, you need to audition for me," basically. Okay, that sounded dirty. And so she makes him do this obstacle course to prove that he's worthy of joining her on her quest. Okay, they kind of leave out the fact that, well, it's Mario's quest here as well. And this is a part where some people, they gripe about this movie getting a little too woke, okay? Where she goes through the obstacle course and she knocks it right out of the park the very first time. And Mario does it. And of course, before he does the obstacle course, he's like, hey, how am I going to do this? And she's like, hey, through power-ups. And then she hands him a mushroom. And again, as I said, he hates mushrooms. So he's got to choke down these mushrooms. Exactly. And he powers up and gets on the obstacle course. And of course, as you would expect, he flails and then fucks it up and multiple times and whatnot. And you hear Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero playing in the background. And so then, he finally, gets to a point where he basically almost gets through it, right? I think it's at the last part, he's almost through it. And then kind of like how when we play the games, we think like we're almost through this level. And then we get knocked on our ass in some lava at the last second, right? And same happens to him with this obstacle course. And then, obviously he meets up with, or basically hangs out with Princess Peach again. And she's like, hey, you know what? You can come on a journey with me, even though you didn't successfully complete the obstacle course. And then right here, she lies to him, or she does lie to him and say, oh yeah, it took me a bunch of times to get the obstacle course. And then he's like, well, no, you got it on the first time, didn't you? And then that's when she said, yeah, I did. And that's the part where some people are like, all right, that's a little too, girl boss for them. It's like, okay, come on, you're gonna have Princess Peach like knock it out perfectly on her very first time trying, and okay, whatever. I'm just like, okay, I'll let that one slide. It's not that big a deal. If we had seen a whole lot more of that in this movie, then yeah, then I'd have a gripe about it. But I'm like, okay, I mean, they got to shove that in there. I'm guessing Anya Taylor-Joy, who does the voice of Princess Peach, might have had a hand in having that in there. And but that is what it is. So then they end up going on their journey. And then I think, well, at that point, I think we cut over to Luigi over in the Darklands, or Detroit, or pick your Baltimore, whatever your shithole area. And he's like, holy shit, like where am I at? What the hell? And then pretty much he meets some hellacious, scary ass creatures, and they start chasing them, and then he ends up getting captured by them, and ends up, I think they end up throwing him in a balloon, hot air balloon. They obviously, you would imagine they're taking him to Bowser. Yeah, Bowser. And so they get to Bowser's place, and he meets Bowser right there. And that's when we get another look at Jack Black as Bowser. And like I say, Jack Black knocked it out of the park as Bowser. I think that they couldn't have picked a better actor for him, because Jack Black has got the voices down. I mean, ever since he's probably best known in his early days for Tenacious D. Maybe to a lot of people, he's still best known as 50% of Tenacious D. And then obviously went on to acting stardom like School of Rock and High Fidelity. And he's a funny motherfucker, and so it kind of pays off that they would make him the voice of Bowser. And so Luigi's like finds out like, oh yeah, Bowser, like he's the bad dude. He's he's up to no good with me. So then Bowser explains to him like, hey, you know what? We've seen this human. My spies have seen this other human walking around with a mustache and dressed almost exactly like you, except he's dressed in red, you're in green, yada yada yada. And then he's done with Luigi, right? And throws him, in the cage, drops him in with all of the rest of his prisoners, and then that's when we meet the very depressing star character there with the supposedly cute voice, and talking about like, I long for the days with the sweet embrace when death will take me. I mean, that whole thing, and just torturing the rest of the prisoners, including the penguins that we saw at the beginning of the movie there. And so then we cut over to, I believe, after that, we've got Mario and Princess Peach and Toad, and they are still on their journey. And then they end up going to they go to the Kong Kingdom, and because they have to try to get the troops from Cranky Kong to win the battle against Bowser, right? Because you can't have a bunch of can't have a whole lot of little toads trying to defeat big old Bowser and all his Koopas, right? So they go to the Kong Kingdom, and I thought it was cool that the Penguin King is a voice of Ling Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. Oh, is that right? All right, excellent. So yeah, and I mean, small world right there. But they got, and then they got Toad. He's voiced by Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele. So they got all kinds of stars voicing people here. So then they go to the Kong Kingdom, and I thought this was pretty funny because they go in there and they got like some Kong, and he basically kind of looked like he was dressed like Don Johnson. He's like Miami Vicing it out. He's got the shades and whatnot. King Ezekiel, yeah, King Ezekiel. Yeah, he's the one with the lion, right? Or the tiger, some big ass cat. He got a big pussy, I guess. There, and so then they this Kong character lets him in, and they have this cool little segment there where he's darting in on the roads, and he's on the Kong cart or something is what I'm going to call it again. Lambast me with what the true name of that would be. Okay, so let me have it. And so that was a cool piece of animation right there with the CGI animation. So with the carts, and they're going through the Kong Kingdom, and then eventually they get to Cranky Kong, and of course Cranky Kong's going to be a dick too. He can't just go, oh yeah, well you can have my troops. We're all in this together. And you're more than happy to have my troops. No, he's got to be like, now you got to fight my son Donkey Kong to get my troops. And obviously he does this because Super Mario is a twerp, and he's thinking that it's going to not end up too good for Super Mario. So he's probably gonna
Crash and burn, huh, Mav?
or Mario. And so then we got our first battle between Super Mario and Donkey Kong, right? Taking us back to the epic battles of the Donkey Kong game and other Super Mario games. And so then I think it's the first time we see this is not the first time we see our power-ups there, because we saw that back in the obstacle course there. But you get to meet Donkey Kong. You get to see all the Kongs. I think you see Diddy Kong in the crowd. I think you hear the music of the DK rap in the background. Thankfully, they didn't actually do the DK rap in that. And so then the fight's on. Okay, Donkey Kong versus Super Mario, and they battle it out. And then you see Super Mario. Eventually, he gets into the cat suit. And this is the part where you had a lot of what I would say a lot, but you had some shill critics, some Access Media critics that didn't play the games, or they had a problem with what Super Mario they made him look like a girl. They made him feminized him by putting him in this cat power-up suit there. And they're like, and of course everyone that plays Super Mario knows that's part of the game. Okay, gets in the cat suit, and it gives him extra powers, right? You can claw and scratch and whatnot. So we got it. Yep, huge beaver. I love it. Reminds me of The Naked Gun, where Priscilla Presley is going up the ladder, and then Frank Drebin's like, nice beaver. Thanks. I just had it stuffed. But I digress. So then you know what? You guys all know what happened if you guys saw the movie. And if you didn't see the movie, as you would imagine, Super Mario wins, beats Donkey Kong. And next thing you know, he's got the Kong army. Him and Princess Peach and Toad got the Kong army available to them. Okay. And so I think yes. I like that transition right there. Yeah. So moving us right along. And so then, they end up, I guess, getting a plan together, right? And they, I think, decide like they're going to ambush Bowser and the Koopas and whatnot. And they end up right by the Rainbow Road, right? And then Bowser's spies somehow hear about the ambush, right? So Bowser's is like, oh, they're going to ambush me. Well, I'm going to ambush these guys, And so then you cut to that scene where Princess Peach and Mario and Toad and the Kongs, they think they're going to ambush Bowser, and Bowser ends up, ambushing them. And then the Mario Kart race is on after that. So, and this is another cool place or cool segment that we see in the movie. And did I think it was cool?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was cool. Yeah. And so then they've got you got your blue shells and your red shells going on, and you got the chases on. Kind of reminded me of a Super Mario version of Mad Max Fury Road or any of the Mad Max movies. At the end they have the big chase, and in Super Mario, this was another scene where Super Mario shows his heroism, right? This is a strange world to him. He's a fish out of water here, but he's kicking ass and taking names and impressing, Princess Peach. And so this is a part where the people that say, that Mario is emasculated in this movie, and Princess Peach this is really Princess Peach's movie, and she's she's the girl boss and whatnot. I just have no idea what the hell they're talking about when they start going into that, and they start going their reviews. I just have to say,
it's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
Because I just like the reviews, and they're talking about that where they think Mario got emasculated. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, he's just beat Donkey Kong. He's proven himself that way. He almost took down the obstacle course, in this brand new world. Now he's in this Mario Kart race, and he's kicking ass and taking names and holding his own. But then at the end, then Donkey Kong and him, they get knocked off the Rainbow Road, and they crash into the ocean, and they end up getting swallowed by, I think it was a whale or a eel or some shit. So we'll just say, I'm just going to call it a whale at this point. And they're trapped in there. And that's when they got to they've got to escape from there. And eventually they do, because I think they find like a Mario Kart in there. They find some kind of cart in there, and the whale ends up spitting them out. And then basically that gets them out of that predicament. And then Princess Peach, she's back at her castle. And at that point, we've got Bowser, and he is invading the Mushroom Kingdom, and you see his floating castle headed towards the castle. And at this point, he's going there to marry Princess Peach or else. Okay. Now let me rewind a little bit here, because before that, we had a scene where Bowser introduces his song, Peaches, which is actually a big hit right now. As you probably know, you've got the Peaches song sung by Jack Black, and it's a single out. It's like a big hit. You see it on YouTube, whatever. And that gets played at this scene right there. And I thought that song was pretty hilarious, and it's like kind of harkens back to Jack Black. It is one of his Tenacious D tunes here. So we got Professor Savage Dad here in the live chat. He's bringing it. He's bringing it with the live chat here. So, what do we got here? It was a little, but what there was development of him is kind of becoming the hero and achieving it and becoming successful, becoming powerful, becoming the lead man like. And she gave, even though she was someone capable on her own, he still took over. He still got to be the hero. He still won the day. So that's not like full-blown girl boss mode. Agreed. And frankly, I don't want a fainting Violet as a partner. I need somebody who can smack a bitch if necessary. Now, he's saying, hey, he's a man. He'd never do that. There you go. Absolutely. All right. We don't do that up in here. So, yeah, appreciate the chat on that. So, got a like-minded chatter here. So yeah, we've got the Peaches song there. And what do we got? Jack Black is so wacky that it kind of takes me out of movies and shows that he is in. Fair enough. Yep. Would have been great if they made Keegan-Michael Key's voice more noticeable. Yeah, that's true. Because I had to look that up. I had no idea when I heard that. I was like, what the hell? Like Keegan-Michael Key? Like I would have never known that. It kind of the same with Charles Martinet, who was the original voice of Super Mario, and he's the voice of Super Mario and Luigi's dad, and I would have never noticed that whatsoever. So, but yeah, make it more pronounced there. But yeah, to Jack Black, he obviously, yeah, he strikes people differently. For me, I just gotta, yeah, I liked. I like the cut of his jib, in this movie myself, in my opinion, here as Bowser. And so I think with the fact that he has this musical background added to it with the Peaches song here. But anyway, that's a big part of the movie. I didn't want to move on without checking that. Absolutely. So, yeah. So then they are back at the castle, and yeah, you've got Bowser, and he's laying down the law. He's like, hey, Princess Peach, I want to marry you. And she's like, what the hell? I ain't married your ass. What the hell? Like, you're an evil son of a bitch, And then that's when he's like, okay, the charm offensive is not working. And so now I got to go straight to the threatening card, right? And he's like, well, hey, I'm going to just, whack out all your people unless you come back with me and marry me. So, like, hey. It's extra, it's aggressive, but sometimes it works. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? And so she ends up going back with him to basically gets on his flying castle, and you get the cut to the wedding, and with the wedding they're at the wedding ceremony, and you see some other characters in the Super Mario universe right there. And you've got Princess Peach, and eventually she just straight up goes,
No, God, please, no.
and she says, well, did you actually expect me to marry you? Hell no. Exactly. Like, what the hell? Like, all that trust is gone. It's no way to start a marriage. And so I was going to say she defeats him. She doesn't defeat him, but she incapacitates him with some ice powers, right? And he's frozen, and then so she's got to use. I think she uses her ice powers to stop like the cages that have all the prisoners, because I left out the part where Bowser, being the real son of a bitch that he is, he's like, hey, you know what? In commemoration of our marriage, I'm gonna sacrifice all my prisoners right here. Some people, give roses and flowers, and a ring for wedding. Others, they just sacrifice prisoners, I guess, So, hey, if that's how you roll, whatever. So,
Homo.
yeah, that's my opinion right there. So, what do we got here for? And yeah. Oh, but Professor Savage Jazz says, hey, you know what? He would never slap a woman, but his wife will. All right. Your wife's a girl boss. She knows how to take care of business, So, but yeah, you got to feel good about that, right? Your wife is gonna slap some ass if somebody jacks with her man.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So then, yeah, we got the prisoners, and they got the suspenseful scene where the prisoners are getting lowered into the lava. Super Mario Brothers, Nintendo, they love their lava. Okay, and so there's more lava that they're going to get lowered into, but her ice stops them being lowered into the lava. And she's a wife and mother. Professor Savage says, or her kids. Yep, there you go. Yep, Mama Bear. And so then we get, I think Super Mario shows up, right? And Donkey Kong, and you got this big battle royale around the wedding, and exactly there. I like the sound effects. There you go. Just enhancing it. And so then I believe what Bowser, he sends the big missile. Again, another thing that I'm sure has a name that the name is escaping me right now. The big missile with the face on it. I'm waiting for waiting to get dropped in the lava because I don't know the name of it here. And hey, Sean, hey, welcome to the chat. Come on in. The water's warm, or the lava's warm in this case. And so you got the missile chasing him, and then Mario ends up getting the missile. Bullet Bill, thank you, Bullet Bill. He's got Bullet Bill on his ass, and he ends up directing Bullet Bill to that same tunnel that shot him into the Mushroom Kingdom from Brooklyn. And yes, but you know what? A nerd came in very handy in that case right there. I appreciate it. So it's helping me out. Bullet Bill hits that tunnel, and it opens up this portal in between Brooklyn, our world or Mario's world, and the Mushroom Kingdom in that world, and they all end up in no sleep till Brooklyn. They're all, in this case, they're definitely not sleeping when they get to Brooklyn. To quote the Beastie Boys, and so then they have another battle royale right there. So because there Bowser's kicking Mario and Luigi's ass, and no one's there. He just kicking ass and taking names. And then we got Mario and another step up moment, proving again that this is Mario's movie, and Princess Peach is kind of is a co-star, but she's not the main focus of this because it's the Super Mario Brothers movie, right? Where he's defeated, he's hiding out in somewhere, and then he sees his own Super Mario Brothers plumbing commercial, and him and Luigi got their superhero capes on. He's inspired, right? He's inspired to keep on going. And so, yeah, he gets out there, and him and Luigi start, getting after it with Bowser and battling. And then here's where Luigi steps up. Okay, Luigi grabs a manhole, and he's shielding Mario from Bowser's, rays and whatnot. So, and then they get the superstar power up, and Luigi and Super Mario, now they're like, hey, it's on, okay? Bowser, you fuck with the wrong brothers, okay? And so then, yeah, they and I know I'm cutting through a lot of shit here, but they defeat Bowser, okay? And their whole family is there. Super Mario, Luigi's family is there. All the Brooklyn is there. So they all see what goes down, and they realize that Super Mario and Luigi are heroes. And Princess Peach, she's impressed. Everyone's like, it's just, big old happy ending to the Super Mario Brothers movie. But in the end, the Super Mario Brothers do save the day. And we've got the end of our movie right there. So, and again, I'm sure you're probably like, yeah, you skipped over all kinds of shit. Yeah. Absolutely. So there you go. That's, just add some spice to the spoiler review here. So we got Sean here. Sounds like the first Dark Mario Brothers movie with the portal to the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, indeed. It's 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 going to be like, I mean, what movie of all the movies do you think this is? This is going to be like one out of like 32 Super Mario movies. I mean, obviously the box office in this is ginormous, and also makes me wonder, like, what's the next Nintendo property that they're going to make a movie on? Is it going to be The Legend of Zelda, something like that? So yeah, it's we've got all kinds of possibilities right there. But apparently, we've got the request for brew time here, and so you know what, I gotta kick something in here for that, because I have got something a little bit out of the normal for brew review time here. But yeah, hey, let's get into the brew review time there as requested. So yeah, let's roll it. All right. I've got a statement here to make to you guys. So, my fellow movie Americans, I come humbly before you, sombrero in hand, to ask for forgiveness. In last week's brew review time, I reviewed the beer brand Presidente. It has been brought to my attention that this beer is associated with Anheuser-Busch, who brews Bud Light, the preferred piss water of dudes who feel pretty and soy boys. Had I known this, I would have had my friend Kid Rock promptly dispose of this alcoholic abomination. This is not who I am, and I hope I can regain your trust in time. I've created the Brew Review Time Commission to implement steps to ensure this doesn't happen again. It can't happen again. It's cannot. Together, we'll get through this, and God bless Merica.
A man and a woman.
Absolutely. There you go. And let's all bow our heads. No, I'm kidding.
Butthole!
And yeah, so thanks to Dylan Mulvaney and Anheuser-Busch. Now every single time I go pick up my beer, I got to bust out Google to find out, what beers that Anheuser-Busch owns, because they got their finger in a lot of pies. Okay, I'll put it that way. And yeah, it just makes yours truly's job harder, because they've got probably what, like 20 something brands or something like that I would have never guessed that they had. Like what's the other with the brand right there? Stella Artois. I had no idea Stella Artois had anything to do with Anheuser-Busch. I do now. So no Stella will be seen being reviewed on this brew review time. Okay. But all right, so let's get to the brew for today. Okay. And I have checked this out. I have vetted this brew, and it definitely has nothing to do with Anheuser-Busch and the brewer of the piss water preferred by dudes who feel pretty. So this brew review time's preferred beer of choice is Alaskan Pilsner. All right. And I'll give you 3 guesses as to what state it's from, but you're only going to need 1. Okay. And yeah, this Alaskan Pilsner here, it's, to me, it tastes like a perfect beer. If you're out there in the Alaskan wilderness and you're doing some grizzly hunting and you're trying to wet your whistle, you're trying to stay hydrated, because, you got a lot of downtime out there. Okay. And you're like looking for elk or whatever. You're out there hunting, and you've got a true old Milwaukee moment, but in this case, it's Alaskan Pilsner, where everyone's looking towards each other going, guys, it just doesn't get any better than this, man. I'll tell you. You know what would make it better? Some Alaskan Pilsner. So yeah, it's a lighter brew. And yeah, if you I think you go to like gopuff.com or something like that, you could probably get your hands on some of that, because it's probably not a brand that you could get at a whole lot of places. Now, probably someone's gonna be like, yeah, I saw that like Kroger the other day. I can get that anywhere. I can get it at a Walmart or whatever. Now that I've said that. But it's pretty good. So let's get to it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, let's. You know what? I've belabored the point enough, and hopefully that apology meant a lot to you. And you know what? Never forget. All right, let's check out some chats here. See what we got. Arkansas. That's Sean's guess right there. Well, you got the first letter right, so let's do that. Illinois was another guess here from Beer Drinking Trev. You know what? Yeah, did I mention that we only allow Ivy League educated people in our chat right there, and they've come to chat with us here tonight. Yep.
You have smoked yourself retarded.
I'll tell you, can't get enough of those half-baked drops, man. Keep them coming. Yeah, we got Professor Savage Dad. Shaman says, what? Yeah. We got Beer Drinking Trev. I've cut off more fingers than beers I've enjoyed. How crazy is that?
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Yeah. And you probably...
She's gone from suck to blow.
Except it ain't she. Nope.
You ever suck some dick for marijuana? Huh?
You know what? Hey, you know what? You're in a safe place. If you have, you can admit it in here, and then we can, we'll judge you harshly. So, what do we got here? Yo, Weevil Eban 62, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. If I am, can I be mod? It is not going to happen, at least from where I'm standing here. But you know, if anybody else wants to, yeah, have no clue who you are. There you go. So that'll be a no right there. Okay. So, you know what? Now, you may have heard that John Leguizamo, an overrated actor, did not like the fact that the Super Mario Brothers movie did not have any Latinos in it. And so he said, even before the movie was released, that he is not going to watch this movie whatsoever. Okay. And pretty much it's just his way of showing, without directly saying it, that hey, I've never been in your chat. Can I be a mod? Yeah, exactly. Hey, I just thought I'd stop by this Ferrari dealership. Can I just get the keys to one of these and have it for free? Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, hey, you know what? You don't know if you don't ask, right? Yeah. So John Leguizamo is pissed off basically because they didn't hire him to be Luigi. And so he's boycotting this movie, because he's proof of growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional. Okay. So, but
be offended.
Yes, exactly. So too bad, dear John Leguizamo. But you know what? I thought it would be appropriate, for Mr. Leguizamo if I would provide for you and cook up a top 10 list of reasons that would have gotten John Leguizamo to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. So let me get this going on. All right. So here's a top 10 things to change about the Super Mario Brothers movie to get John Leguizamo, say that 10 times real fast, to watch. Okay, so number 10. Include a scene of a donkey show held in a bar in a Tijuana back alley featuring Donkey Kong. So that would have got him to watch, okay? Number 9. Knock down all the walls and just let every character in whenever they want. Exactly. Number 8. Nintendo must promise to release future Super Mario games only on the Latinx box platform. Exactly. Thank you, my son. Number 7. From now on, the ethnicity of the actor must match the ethnicity of the role. Unless you're Hispanic and you want to play an Italian character. I gotta time those pauses a little bit better, I guess. Number 6. All Mario Karts must have a picture of a woman riding a dragon airbrushed on them. All right. Here we go. Number 5. Allow all gold coins to be redeemable at Western Unions so money can be sent back across the Mushroom Kingdom border. All right. Yes, appropriate. Number 4. Include a storyline where a Koopa cartel goes after those cultural appropriators, Speedy Gonzalez, Slowpoke Rodriguez, and the Frito Bandito. And number 3, replace the superstar power-up with a Virgin Mary candle power-up. Yes. Holy Father. Number 2, no white actors in the movie. Law and Order has spoken. And finally, number 1, introduce the Super Mariachi Brothers. Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, let me know what you think of the top 10 list there. And yeah, just what I thought that those would be some ways to get him to watch, because now I'm not saying that we should do any of those things, but I would imagine that he was thinking in his head, you know what, I threw a little temper tantrum, but if only they did just these 10 things. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 things. I would watch that movie. So it's little to ask for.
I'm a dumbass.
I'm going to assume you're talking about him. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Beer drinking Trev. Yes, very topical. Mario So White. Yeah, I know. I think we need to create a Mario So White hashtag and ban this movie. Yep. So just like we're all banning Anheuser-Busch brews, right? Yep. And also we should ban all Coors as well, because Coors is no friend to the working man either. Okay, they're woke as well. And can I be movies South America? For John Leguizamo. Hey, you know what? It's one big world. It's one big podcast world, show world there, Beer Drinking Shrub. So you can do what you want. We got to expand the Till Death Podcast Network universe. And so, yeah, the more, the merrier. Okay, so let's see if we got any more chats here. And hey, like I said, everybody, hey, watching, if you're just lurking in the background watching, get in this live chat. Okay, don't be shy. We won't bite. Let's pay like $25. And then, but if you don't do that, hey, you just want to get in there and just give a thumbs up emoji, thumbs down emoji, because it's, this thing sucks or something. If you think so, by all means, do that. Okay. Yeah, let's do this here, because I don't want to go on any further without letting y'all know about tdpn.locals.com. Okay. And so that is our website where we have got some fantastic content just for you. I almost had my microphone arm here. And we've got like videos in there. We've got blogs, articles, and it's content you won't see anywhere else. Okay. And I know a lot of sites say that, it's just this tired line that, oh yeah, you won't see it anywhere else, but the articles, you see it like 71 million other places. Not here, okay? Because I know, and I'm sure I can speak for Ian and Sean too, when they're creating their content, they're making sure that, you can't see this, at 71 million other places, right? They keep it unique and cool and whatnot. And so you're going to have access to that if you subscribe to the TDPN, as in Till Death Podcast Network, tdpn.locals.com. And if I am correct here, we still have that deal, TDPN, for one month free membership. Is that right? All right. I'm getting the thumbs up from the command center. So put in promo code TDPN to get 1 month free of tdpn.locals.com. And we got some content on there that everybody can see. You don't have to be a member, but not much. Okay, we're getting it to a point where, you need to be a member. You need to be, one of the people up in the VIP lounge to see all the good stuff. Okay, and one thing that we're going to be doing here pretty soon, sooner rather than later, is going to be the Movies Merica Mad Libs event, I guess is a way to put it, where I created 3 movie characters for a movie script, okay, and which I've created already. And then what I'm doing is I am writing this movie script, and we're going to have scene 1 of this movie script. And I'm writing the first few lines of the scene 1 in this movie script, but we want you to be involved. Okay, I don't want to just do this all on my own. Okay, that's no fun. I want you guys to be able to interact with us. And so what's going to happen is I write the first few lines of the scene 1 that takes place in a bar. Okay, that's going to be the scene for our first scene with our 3 characters. And then I'll write the first few lines, and then you guys write the next lines and the next lines, the next lines. And you can make the lines as crazy as you want, okay? And then me and Sean and Ian, we are going to have to play the 3 characters. And as you would imagine with that, since we're playing the 3 characters, we're going to have to read off the lines that you guys write, okay, at our own peril. And we don't know, like, who's going to play which characters quite yet. We're going to pick out of a hat to do that. But that's what we got going on, pretty soon here. And so become a member of tdpn.locals.com, because then you'll be able to contribute lines to the script. If you're not a member, you can't do that, okay? But then later on, we're going to do a table reading on this live stream here down the road, sooner rather than later. We're going to be reading your lines to this script for scene 1, and then later on we'll do scene 2 and scene 3. We're going to keep it going, okay? I'm going to keep this thing running. So, yeah. So, again, another reason to join tdpn.locals.com. All right. And so with that, let's keep the party going. All right. So let's check for more chats here, see if we got any more in the hopper. No, we do not. Okay. So I'm going to do this here. So as you guys may have heard, Tim Pool, maybe you heard of the guy. Okay. He's got a few people that follow him. And I like a lot of his takes on stuff. I don't agree with everything that he has to say. Sometimes he goes from Tim Pool to Tim Tool. And on this one, I think he definitely went from Tim Pool to Tim Tool. So let me do this here. We're going to bring up old Timmy boy. And let's see here. Okay. Share this out. Okay. And all right. So here we've got Tim and his Timcast. And so with this particular episode, apparently, as you can tell from the title, he thinks that this Mario movie is woke. And Girl Boss Peach is invincible, all that. And he goes into this whole thing. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm just going to play some of it and then, just kind of comment over it because, yeah, I don't think he knows what he's talking about in this. So, but yeah, let's get into this.
The Super Mario Brothers movie has smashed a global record. And I'm seeing all of these people on the right saying the movie did it because it was anti-woke, which is really strange to me because the narrative for the longest time was that the movie was woke girl boss feminism garbage. Ahoy, my friends, there be spoilers ahead because I went and saw the movie. And I'm just going to come right out and say it. What? When I saw this tweet from Steven Crowder, he says the anti-woke Super Mario Brothers movie just set a global record. I thought to myself, I don't believe Steven Crowder has actually seen the movie. And when I saw this tweet, I thought to myself, well, the first thing I thought was, is it really anti-woke? Well, it's weird because all I've heard about it is that it is woke, right? Perhaps the issue is conservatives don't want to admit that a woke film made a bunch of money, especially broke a record when the narrative tends to be get woke, go broke. Well, as I often say, get woke, go broke is not a law, but it's more of a tendency. And when you're dealing with one of the most popular pieces of intellectual property in human history, Mario Brothers, it's bound to make a bunch of money. So here's what I did. I went to go see the movie because I think it is particularly culturally relevant. Now, to be honest, I didn't really want to see the movie a little bit. I like Mario. I grew up playing Mario. I'm just interested in seeing how they could do this movie, considering back in the 90s, they made some weird movie. So warning, spoilers. But I'll just say it right now. After going and watching the movie, I would say in a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how woke the movie is, I'd give it a 6. Meaning it's fairly woke, right? It is in line with what you'd expect.
Okay, so I have no idea what he's talking about. Well, he's about to illustrate to us what he thinks is woke about it here. But just before I keep playing it here, I just want to reiterate, I have no idea what he thinks. What he thinks is woke is I just outright just totally disagree with it.
Expect from feminist, leftist perspectives in movie writing. That is to say, and I'll give you, I'm going to go into an in-depth review of the movie, but I'll show you the news first and the context of this in terms of the culture war. The film is basically, girl boss, Mario's stupid, Luigi's in a cage the whole time, Mario's completely incompetent, and it's only because of Peach's great leadership.
Okay, Mario's incompetent? What the hell is he talking about? Okay. He almost, survives or he finishes up this obstacle course. Well, it's not even the best example, but like he takes on Donkey Kong, right? And he ends up beating Donkey Kong. He gets the Kong army, for Princess Peach and for Princess Peach's kingdom. Incompetent? Really? So that's what incompetent people do? Spare me. Okay, Tim Toole, spare me. So then also he's a badass in the Mario Kart race later on the Rainbow Road, and then ultimately he saves the day. Him and Luigi, they save the movie. Girl boss, Princess Peach, what the fuck? Like, okay, she has a moment where she says that she completed the obstacle course perfectly on her first try. Okay, that's like the closest to girl boss that I've seen. I think what he's thinking is because she's not the damsel in distress that she was in the games, and she can do something, other than, oh, thank you, Mario, you saved me. That, this is girl boss, it's like, no, that's not at all. They're just making her, capable. She can handle herself, but she even needs, Super Mario to help her out and something. I mean, like, Super Mario is the one that beat Donkey Kong to get the army. Okay. And so she's probably capable, but, and I don't disagree fully. The girl boss stuff, Mario was kind of incompetent throughout the first half, while Peach was OP. Okay. He only beats Donkey Kong when he's a furry. Luigi is a damsel in distress when Peach. Yeah, I think that is usually the one that needs to be saved. So I think the reason that I accepted the way that they portrayed Mario, and that that he's kind of that he's not as accomplished as Princess Peach, is because he's like, he's a fish out of water. He's not part of this world. He's like, first off, he's like, what the fuck? Like, where the hell am I at? Like, okay, he's like, mushrooms? Like, what the hell? He's out of his depth, right? Where Princess Peach, this is her world, right? She's got an intellectual and physical, advantage or experience advantage over him. And so that's why that explains to me, like, why he's, kind of stepping on his own. He's tripping over himself when you compare him to a character like Princess Peach, who's had the advantage of living there for years, right? And, is familiarized there. Same with Luigi. Luigi he's been dropped into this foreign world that he has no familiarity with. So that kind of made it a little bit more easy to swallow here. But Princess Peach, like, I think that she, since she can handle herself, then yeah, I think the thing that made her seem, I think the singular Ray Palpatine moment for me with her is that whole moment where she said she passed the obstacle course on her very first time. Okay, because that's bullshit. And again, like I said before, I think that's Anya Taylor-Joy, sticking her finger into the script, and it's like, hey, you know what, we've got to one up Mario in this situation. But I think other than that, I think just because she can carry herself, I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that makes her like a girl boss per se. Now, if there would have been, more moments where she's like, oh, Super Mario, I gotta fight Donkey Kong myself. All right, here we go. And Super Mario's on the sidelines, and then she beats Donkey Kong, and then they cut to the Mario Kart battle, and then Mario goes, oh, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in the Mario Kart. Oh God, Mario, I gotta take care of everything myself. All right, hero. Hey, Princess Peach, you're our hero, and she she saves the day right there. And Mario's just a complete fucking idiot. If there's more of those moments, then that's what I would think right there. But so I don't know. But we got she reminded me of Ray Palpatine to an extent. She was just an asshole for no reason. Independent woman don't need no man. Now, I will agree. Like I said before, she was she was a dick to him, like when they first meet, and he just was explaining to her that, hey, my brother is missing, and I want to, I need help finding him. He's going to get killed by Bowser. And, instead of her going, oh yeah, sure. No problem. Hey, we got to get the army. I'm going to defeat him anyway. You can tag along, and we'll pull double duty, right? We'll save your brother, and we'll defeat Bowser. We've our goals are aligned, so to speak here. But she didn't do that, right? So so she had her dick moments in this, but I didn't see anything that made me as pissed off as Tim Toole is acting like in this video right here. And maybe he's doing this just as kind of a clickbaity take. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe that's it. Now again, if people have the same take as him, okay, that's fine. Again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and that's cool. I mean, I'm sure people are hearing my take, like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Van, and man, that's all good. But I am gonna let folks know that I just don't agree with him whatsoever. But let me play a little bit more here.
That anything actually happens. In fact, there's a point in the movie where Peach literally says Mario is nobody, and they cheer. Like, simply put, Mario breaks into the palace. Then Princess Peach is like, you're a human, but you're so small. And I'm like, well, that's like, what would you call that? Little person phobic? But anyway, I digress. Then when she says, we're going to fight Bowser, which is a totally unrelated story to Mario, and I'll go through this in depth after I read this. Everyone's like, who's that guy? And she goes, nobody. And they go, yay. And it's like, hold on. Wait, what? Like, even with Luke Skywalker, his story matters. The hero's journey matters. In this movie, Mario doesn't matter at all. The story is about Princess Peach. I think she gets half of the screen time.
Doesn't matter at all. Okay, so if you would have just kept it at Mario seems to not matter as much as I would like him to matter. All right, I can work with that, but not matter at all. Really? Okay, did he not see the Donkey Kong battle? And he used the advantage. I mean, in a fight, in a battle, you know what? You figure out what evens the odds, right? And you use those things, okay? And let's face it, Super Mario is a much smaller character than Donkey Kong, so him resorting to some other way to give him a even playing or make it an even playing field, I have no problem with that. And then at the end, I mean, him and Luigi, the Super Mario Brothers, they kick ass and save the day. So no, I don't agree with Tim that he didn't matter at all. The other stuff where she says that he's nobody and that you're small. I guess I can see how people would have a problem with that. That, to me, in my opinion, I think that's kind of ticky tack. I'm not gonna, get all kind of overclamped about that. But if they escalate that, then I'll have a problem with it. But I think that I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I'm on the ready, right? If they escalate that, they pick that up a few notches. Then I'm going to be right there. And Ian says, it's kind of annoying that Hollywood takes original IPs and change them to fit their current ideals. Yeah, exactly. Because now I think that there's other examples where they do that are much more egregious, where it's just blatant that they do that. Like with the Ghostbusters 2016, they take a well-known IP like that, and instead of creating a original franchise, with Melissa McCarthy and crew there, they ride the coattails of Ghostbusters there, to push a woke agenda there. You're seeing that like with what is it? Some video game adaptations right there. It's all over the place. Star Wars. So I think those are more egregious examples than this. But this is kind of whispers of that. I think that this compared to those, I think this is not even close in my opinion here. Let's check on our friends over in the Rumble chat here. Every now and then, Temple seems to have one of these really retarded takes, and it's mostly just so he can grift and get people to click on shit. It's just lame and smart assery. Yeah, yep, I can could see that. I wouldn't put that past him right there, but because it's getting people reacting to it. Hell, he got me. And then this isn't at all what he actually thinks. This is just what he's putting out there so he can get some attention on Twitter and on his streams. Well, mission accomplished. Also, Tim isn't exactly a tall guy, so whenever they diminish the short guy, Tim feels bad. It's got the short man disease. If they start a franchise universe with that little slight towards original IP, then it will be easier to do that with later releases there. So you got to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on that. I just think, like, compared to other stuff, that it's not near as bad as that. Because I know I've been in a lot of movies, like the Candyman movie that came out last year. Okay, that's another one where Candyman is not a cinematic universe or anything like that, but it's a well-known horror movie that they use that to push the whole black good, white bad, agenda through that. It's a Black Lives Matter horror movie of choice, and because apparently,
Sorry for yelling, but I'm serious.
They yell a lot. So, hey, let's try the right one this time.
You have smoked yourself retarded.
There we go. So, yeah. When I get click happy, I start clicking on the wrong stuff. As long as I don't click on this nuclear missile launch button here, I think we'll be okay. Okay. And so what's up, Professor Savage Dad? Again, he's being truly savage in here because he's bringing the comments in here. It isn't even a quarter as woke as some of the shit they put out in the MCU recently. Yeah. According to, compared to like Eternals, fuck, this is like Top Gun Maverick compared to Eternals. It definitely could be worse. But Ian, I hear what you're saying. I'm keeping an eye out for this. And you know what? Hey, you know what? The Super Mario Brothers movie 2, they might get straight up woke in this. I am not going to sit here and go I'm not going to go and say, oh, there's no way that could possibly happen. Okay, there's no way. So if they are going to do that, you just got to look out for all that right there. And then if they do,
fuck you.
yes, so, but that's what that we've got here with Tim Toole in this case. And I am not even going to go into any more of that because I think you get the point of what he's saying with his rant right there. But you can go out and you can check out the rest of it. And again, if you agree with what he said, hey, more power to you. I just think that when he's talking about the short stuff and this guy is nobody. It's not quite to this level, but for a split second, I was like, okay, I was kind of rolling my eyes when people would say, well, math is racist, or we got to get rid of Aunt Jemima, stuff like that. It's kind of there for me, but that take of mine could be offensive, to some right there. But hey, everyone clearly knows how I feel about that. You know what? We're living in a pretty good time if these are the kind of things that we disagree on. Obviously, we got more serious things to disagree on that with there, but yeah, that's where I'm going with that opinion. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, in the chat. I mean, this is a perfect time for people to get in the chat and just let me know what you think. Because don't be shy. Don't be shy. Again, we won't bite in here. We got Beer Drinking Trev. They're going to skip Super Mario Brothers 2 and go straight for a Princess Peach origin story. Could be. Because, Super Mario didn't matter. He's irrelevant. He didn't matter. He didn't do anything in this movie at all. I mean, Muzzle not even been in the movie. It was all Princess Peach, according to Tim Toole there. So, yeah, I don't think there's even going to be a Super Mario Brothers 2 ever. It's going to be Princess Peach there. So, all right. So let's get into I just want to go up here and let you know about a special product that you should get your hands on. Yes, Nature Clear. We've got Nature Clear recovery powder. They have been so kind to join forces with the Till Death Podcast Network. And Nature Clear is exactly that. It's recovery powder. It's a powder that you get in these little packets, and it helps with recovering from hangovers, from vaping, from smoking. And all you got to do is you take these little packets full of this Nature Clear recovery powder. You just dump it in some water, like 12 ounces or so, or a bottle of water. And yeah, if you know that you're going to be, taking a little too many funny mushrooms, and you're going to go to some weird places, and you might have a bad trip in your future, hey, you just take some Nature Clear beforehand, and you know what? You're going to be good to go. Okay, you're going to be good to go. But the great thing is that Nature Clear, they plan for the inevitable moment where you're like, oh God, I just swallowed 25 mushrooms here, and I didn't take my Nature Clear. Don't worry, Nature Clear's got your back. You can take it afterwards as well, and it'll get it to a point where you're not hearing jackhammers in your head, and you don't want to stick your head in the oven because your hangover is that bad. Okay, so get yourself some Nature Clear. Get all you want. Okay, and so first step is go and click on the link in the description for Nature Clear and search out what you want to buy. Get that into the cart, and then find that promo code field and put in promo code movies, and you're going to get yourself up to 25% off of that order. So again, get in there and get yourself some Nature Clear to take the edge off of, because you can go out and party. You can party it up and do all you want right there. But you know what? Do yourself a favor. Do it with some Nature Clear, okay? Yes, absolutely. The good Lord agrees. All right. Okay. Let's check for some comments here. So again, hey, lurkers, get in those comments, man. I'll tell you, I know you're out there, and get in those comments and let everybody hear from you. Okay, so we're friendly. All right, you're in a safe space. You can get out there. Okay. All right. So let's get in here, and I just want to let you guys know where you can find me. or where you can find my website at www.moviesmerica.com. Okay, now that's got just the audio versions of the spoiler-free reviews out there. But if you want to check out this mug and watch the Movies America spoiler-free reviews that come out on Sunday, and the spoiler-free or the Movies America spoiler warning, like you're obviously watching right now, check me out on Rumble, preferred, okay, because that's the cool club. It's the hip place, and then or YouTube or Twitter or BitChute there. So you can check them out there. But moviesmerica.com is my website if you just want to listen to the audio versions of the spoiler-free reviews that come out on Sunday. On the socials here at Movies Merica on Twitter and Instagram. Communicate with me out there. Reach out to me there. Want to hear from you. I put up stupid tweets out there, stupid Instagrams. Is that what you call them? Instagrams? Is that what the kids call them? Is Instagrams? So you can get out there and comment and reply and whatnot. And I'd love to hear from you out there on Twitter or Instagram. I'm also out on Facebook under Movies Merica if you want to seek me out there. And of course, so we have tdpn.locals.com. Already told you about that. And we've got at Till Death Network. Yes, you can find at Till Death Network out there on the socials. And then also go to solo.to /Till Death Pod Network. And that's where you can go for the one-stop shop for all the links that have anything to do with the Till Death Podcast Network. Rob, I need more of this.
I haven't been so thirsty in my entire life.
Oh, good. I'm working like a dog over here, people. Looks like I'm working in the salt mines. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he works hard for the money. That's me. All right. Speaking of money, where's my Rumble rants? Get in the Rumble rants. I want to see some Rumble rants where you're gonna throw some dollars here. All right, at this guy right here. Yeah, throw some Rumble rants right there. You just gotta hit that dollar sign right next to your message here in Rumble if you're live chatting. Because people, I've got 17 kids to feed. Okay, all right. I got summer kids. Some are here, some are there. Bills are stacking up. Okay, all right. I don't have 17 kids. I got 12. All right. So yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. I got those bitches, and I got all those kids. Yeah. But hey, so back to solo.to /Till Death Pod Network for all the links for the Till Death Podcast Network. And also go to solo.to /TillDeathStudios, where you can get yourself some fantastic graphics work, artistry work, some mastery from our man Ian, who designed the fantastic Movies America background that you're seeing here, the banners, the overlays, all that intro, the sweet intro that you saw at the beginning of this disaster. He designed that with a little help from moi. So yeah, he's bringing it, man. So yeah, go to solo.to /TillDeathStudios if you want any kind of work like that done for your creative endeavor. Okay. And let's check out here. So getting some good advice from my producer in the command center. But let's do one last check for some chats. All right. So yeah, I want to see some more chats next time, people. All right. Because the people that chatted here tonight, I salute you. I salute those who are about to rock, and I salute you guys as well. Okay. Beer Drinker Trev, he might be wrapping it up here. Rumble rant with thoughts and prayers seems to be a big social media currency. Thoughts and prayers. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the electric company, hey, I want to pay you with my thoughts and prayers from. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm a dick. All right. Hey, so with that, get out there, people. Those movies aren't gonna watch themselves.
Hey guys, don't leave the video quite yet. Okay, I've got the popo. They're coming after me, and I don't have much time to tell you, but you need to like and subscribe this video right here, down below. It's right down there. It's just waiting. It's waiting for you down there, okay? And make sure you watch these videos over here too. You'll be doing me a big favor. I'll be in handcuffs pretty soon. All right. Thanks for watching.